Hey, what's going on TikTok? I just want to hop on here right quick, man, and give y'all a little quick story time on something I experienced on Friday night. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. and so where I'm staying at, I've been staying here for it's been about 2 years and maybe I say 2 years, 4 months. Yeah, 2 years, 4 months. And they have this street that I walk on. It's about a mile long. I'm big on walking. I love to walk. I love to walk. So anyway, the street that I walk on, it's about a mile long, and it's not really heavy. It's not much heavy traffic on that road. And so I don't walk this road countless and countless of times. Like never seen nothing crazy, never experienced nothing crazy. Always been a smooth, good little walk for me. So on Friday night, I was on the phone with my mom, and that's something I also do. When I get on the phone with my mom, or when I go on walks, I always get on the phone with my mom. Like we talk about life, we clown, we joke. You know what I'm saying? We make each other laugh. We just have great conversations. So on this particular night, we got on Christianity, and God and stuff like that. So we went to talking about the Ten Commandments. So we were talking about the Ten Commandments, and basically like giving each other some type of reassurance on making sure we living by ethical codes and just living by morals and having good morals and good principles and things of that nature. We're just going off the spiritual handbook, and we checked it off. So we're going over each commandment. So I get down to the last commandment as I'm walking on the street that I was telling y'all about earlier in the video. Like I say, once again, I never experienced nothing crazy on the street, and haven't even seen no crazy creature outside of a dog. I mean, outside of a cat. I ain't even seen a dog on the street. That's just how calm it is. It always been like cats, and that's they don't mind their business. But anyway, so I'm walking, and it's about around this time. I say it's about 8:20, 8:30. It's dark, but I still got a tad bit of daylight left to where I can still like see what's on the ground and stuff. I mean, I do have good eyesight, so I can see what's on the ground and stuff. So as I'm going over the last commandment, as I'm looking down at my phone, I see this. I just see something. Like I see something on the ground. And what made me look at it, because I almost stepped on it. I was probably about 3 inches away from stepping on it. So as I looked down, I said, "Oh, that's a snake." But the thing about this snake, he was stiff as a board. I thought he was dead. Literally, I thought he was dead. So I look at him. I step to the side. I look down at him, and he was no more than probably like 2.5, maybe 3 feet long. No bigger than the average man's finger. That's probably how big he was. He wasn't a big snake. He was like a baby. And so boom, I get about 10 feet away from him, and I turn around and look at him. He lifted his head up and he slipped on the other way. So I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm like, "Oh wow!" And my mom was like, "Oh, what's going on?" I was like, "Mom, you won't believe what I just seen." She was like, what you just seen?" I said, "Man, I just seen a snake." And the thing about this snake, like as I'm talking about God and getting close to him, like he was stiff as a board. Like you would think he was terrified. That's the notation he gave me. Like he was terrified. Like he didn't move. Like he was stiff as a board. And when I got away from him, talking about God as I'm moving away, that's when he finally got up. And when I say he scurried up, like he moved fast, like he was gone, like he was out of there. And I told my mom, she was like, "Oh wow, that ain't nothing but the devil." Now we all know when it comes to the Bible, Christianity, like the snake represent evil or the devil. He was one of the first manipulators in the Bible. Um, so yeah. So I was telling my mom, she was like, "Yeah, man, she said that's something." She said, "That ain't nothing but the devil. Like you don't talk on this phone with me doing these walks, and the first time we really get into talking about God, you see a snake." I like, "Yeah, man, that's crazy." Now I don't talk to a few other people about it, and they were telling me like, you was walking, and they were like, you gotta convert what you were actually doing into your actual life. And they were like, you walking on the path, you doing good for yourself. You exercise, and you say you gotta take that and convert it into the life you're trying to build. So he was like, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to be mentally, physically, and financially better as a human, as a man. And those things are definitely coming into play. Like physically, I done lost over 30 pounds. I'm almost at my goal, so I done lost over 30 pounds. That's a plus. Financially, went back to school to get a degree in HVAC, well, certificate in HVAC. That's about to pop off soon, so that's another plus. And then mentally, man, I'm in a great space mentally. And a couple people tell him, like, you know, man, you just got to watch out for your surroundings, man. Something trying to block you. You know, you just got to be aware of what's going on around you. All this good stuff, man. So y'all just let me know what y'all think in the comments about that, man. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But, yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that.